What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 3 Star Draw. This is an adult collector channel where we talk mostly all about G.I. Joe and specifically G.I. Joe Classified Series. We're going to be taking a look at the 60th Anniversary Action Soldier, the infantry guy. So I mostly did buy this set just to get this gun. Did buy it at regular price. I missed out. Actually, I didn't miss out. I didn't want this guy back when they dropped in Entertainment Earth and BBTS. Had the prices messed up. And then I changed my mind and I was going to go order him. And they literally changed the price while I had him in my cart. My page kept doing something funky. So I didn't get him. And people started getting this guy in hand. I wanted to go ahead and get him because I do kind of like the looks of him. Comes with a lot of stuff there. As you can see, I have his brother in arms, Carl, back here. That is the Action Recon Diver. And he is pretty much doing what he does best, which is his best Happy Gilmore impression. So I want to give these 60th guys a fair shake, and I wanted to get this one because I got him from Amazon when they wound up getting early figures, and I want to get him and get a review done on him, and I'm just not super happy with that figure. So that's how he sits on my shelf. So let's go ahead and take a look at the infantry soldier. I'm going to go ahead and pop all this stuff out. Of course, I've already taken this out and did a whole separate video on it. So we're not going to focus too much on that. We're going to look at all his other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get this dude out with all of his stuff. Alright, got him all out there, and I must say this guy definitely is a deluxe figure. He comes with a ton of little things to lose if you don't put him in a Ziploc bag. I thought I'd go ahead and show off the box real quick, just in case you haven't seen it 637 times already. I don't know how you haven't. We got our QR code to nowhere and top, and there is, of course, the back. Guy's got one reason I did want to get this guy is he's got a lot of different things you can do with him. He's got a lot of multiple poses. Even though I'm not super excited for these 60th anniversary figures, I can see where people do want to army build them. I don't see me army building this guy unless I get some in a trade or something. But I do see the appeal for him, so I want to look at his gear first and scoot him over. So it has the backpack. We've seen that. I think that's Outpack's backpack. One paint app on it. It's just one color. Nice sculpt. We've seen it before. Just about everything on this dude is reuse. No new territory covered here. I did want to mention before I forget. So we saw it with Mutton Junkyard, and we talked about how these weapons are stuck in the packaging and they're hard to get out. So on both of his rifles here, on his heavy machine gun and on that horrible AR that he comes with, we'll go ahead and show it while we're looking at it. I do like this weapon. A lot of nice detail. The bullets there. It's got the bipod on it that will fold down. And it is is this attached or is this, I've watched several reviews on this thing, but honestly, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to it. So each side is separate. That's what I thought. It actually does fit in there and pop in there nicely. The magazine's detachable. I'm not going to take it out because it's in there really well. I do like this, but when I took this thing out, what I was going to say is I don't know if it's showing up, but just pulling this thing out put a stress mark on the butt of this gun right here at the stock when I was trying to pull it out of that tray. I'm glad we've got the tray and we can see everything, but they've got to figure out a better option for that. It's more visible on this one. This was Big Ben's double barrel AR. They do have the forward stock on this one that is foldable. Don't know how much folding and unfolding that's going to take before it just hangs down, but nice touch on it. Magazine for it's removable, but you can see that stress mark right there. That's just from taking the thing out of the package. Not real crazy about that. But these weapons do look better in this color. This one has green on the handle, if it's showing up there, on the carry handle on the top. So I do like that. Pistol's pretty much the standard fare. I don't even know what that is. Maybe we'll figure out where that goes. Looks like it plugs in somewhere. There's just a little basic pistol, non-removable magazine there. It does come with a nice helmet. I think this might have been Grunt's helmet or Roadblock. Somebody it's got the little spot there. We didn't get any NVGs with this guy. It's a pretty good looking helmet. Detail, 2 colors on it. Strap, and then the strap up here on the web on the helmet, and back here on the back on the padding. So nice looking helmet. I like that. He does have a bunch of little removable pouches, plate carriers and stuff that peg on him. This guy, from what I've seen underneath, looks like a Centurion. So that looks like a little different paint app there, just on spare mags sticking out. These things are going to get lost. So this one, there's this plate carrier. I think I got it upside down. Nice detail on it, no paint apps. It would be nice if they slapped an app on there. Slap it in the app. So this one does have the G.I. Joe logo on it. Looks pretty cool. This logo is growing on me. I don't know if a special military unit would necessarily use something like that, but I've never been in one, so a bunch of these, a lot of little things. Does come with walkie-talkie. There, it's got the black paint app on it for the screen. Little bendy antenna. Maybe this thing will stay on him better than it stays on rock and roll. Has a scarf there for fashion. This guy is very fashion forward. So he does have that, or maybe he wears it backwards like crisscross. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. He does have dog tags. They appear to be the same dog tags that Carl has, and we verified that they are different from Major Blood's. I like the dog tags. I'm a fan of these. You just kind of got to bend them so they sit flush on the head there, or on the neck. And then, of course, he does have the extra head sculpt that has the African-American black guy head on it. That one looks nice. Eyes are painted on there. I don't know. I'm looking at it on my washed out computer screen, but it kind of looks like he's got googly eyes. Wonder if you can get googly eyes this small to put on stuff. That would be hilarious on any figure. So I do like that head sculpt. That stands out. I like these heads for some of the figures. Most of my figures have this head, if it has this alternate head, just because I like the way that it stands out, and my G.I. Joe team is diverse. So let's go ahead and take a look at this dude. I've seen several different takes on this guy. So he does have soft goods. I think this is the first soft goods that we've gotten in classified aside from capes. So Snake Supreme had a cape, Mindbender had a cape, and Serpenter has a cape. And this guy has a dress. It has a little pouch there that I guess you can store some of this stuff in. It doesn't have any Velcro or anything. It's just a little pouch there. So yeah, it's just a little extra, give him a little extra oomph when he walks into the Blue Oyster Bar. He's got this hood on here, so he can go in and he can party his ass off, and nobody will ever know he was in the Blue Oyster Bar. And of course, he's got his garb on, so he's camouflaged. He can hang out on the wall. Well, not this wall, but he can stand on the wall and watch everybody dance and do shots. And he's probably the only dude in there that's not wearing leather, but he don't care. Nobody knows who he is, right? So we'll go ahead and I bet this is a poncho. It's not a dress, it's a poncho. So okay, well that makes more sense then. So the rain cannot see him when it falls. So I want to know. So this pops off his scarf there. Maybe this is a dashiki. I don't know. So this pops off. I do like this headpiece here. This wrap. This looks cool. I am a fan of this thing. This would look good on a bunch of different figures. Let's go ahead and take a look at his head there. Eyes look pretty good. I don't see any issues with them. They seem to be looking at us instead of at me and whoever is off to my right or left, like a couple of them. Not looking up, not looking down, not looking all around. He's looking straight forward. So let's see how this thing comes. Oh, it just, okay. Well, that was easy. I was expecting more out of that. Like I said, I've watched about 3 reviews on this guy, but I skipped to where they showed the actual figure on most of them. So this is pretty flimsy, but I mean, it's a nice extra. This camo poncho here, it is a nice extra, and it does very nicely match the paint apps on him. I don't know if I would use this or not. I probably would, just because it's something different. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. I got to come up with a name for him. I got Carl back there, and it's Carl like all the military memes, not Carl like mustard and biscuit Carl. This guy looks good. I am a fan of the paint scheme on him. I've seen several people mention that he is loose in the torso. Mine is not that loose. He's a little bit loose. Not too bad. And he has all the standard articulation. I'm not gonna go into all of it. I'm just gonna make sure nothing's fused together, because I've gotten a figure that was fused before. One of my crimson bats, like the first crimson bat I had, those were the last bats that I completed my mini bat platoon of, because the very first one that I got was fused right here. And believe me, I tried everything. I tried heat, I tried an X-Acto knife, hot water, hair dryer, nothing budged. So I like to make sure that these guys aren't fused. And double jointed or double pin or bleh, double jointed pinless elbows. I'll spit that out in a minute. He's not super duper loose. I just want to ratchet him a little bit and see. Oh, he's more loose in the legs than he is anywhere else. So I do kind of see what people are talking about. See if I can get him to stand up quickly. Does stand up. I like to do this because I like to check these ankle tolerances. A lot of these classified figures, especially the earlier ones, that worked for a minute. Especially the earlier figures, the ankles on them are really, really crappy and really loose. That is my main complaint with the Major Blood figure. That and those rockets. So we got him to do it. We know he can do it. So the legs are a little bit loose on him. I'm not a huge fan of the way those fit. But I do like the way that this guy looks. So let's snap some stuff on him. He looks like a Centurion with all of those, doesn't he? You guys remember Centurions? That's one I don't know if we'll ever see come back, I gotta say. So I do like this look on him with these little things snapped on him. And you're not going to get a whole lot of posability out of him with all of these things on there, I don't think. But man, he has little stuff that plugs in everywhere. And it's modular, so you can put it anywhere that you want it. Don't even go there, you guys. Don't even go there. But she's a keeper. So that will go on there. Let's get his backpack on there. Let's see. Maybe this one goes. I don't know. Maybe, I guess you can put it anywhere. You can put it in any hole, ladies and gentlemen. That's not going to go on there very well with that piece. Well, maybe it fits about as well as most of the classified backpacks do. Yep, there goes that. Luckily, it did not go down the the vent that's underneath this table. So backpack does make him kind of top heavy there, makes him want to fall over backwards. You can work around that, if you're used to posing these figures. I'll go ahead. I still don't. I'm still not sure what this is supposed to be. It doesn't go in the holster. We know the pistol goes in the holster. Puts the pistol in the holster. It gets the hose again. Oh yeah, that one fell down there. Let's try this lookout on him. Get his bandana on there. Does that go that way? Maybe. Looks better that way. He's getting ready to rob a bank. He's already wearing a balaclava. He don't need this. Let's put his helmet on him. I'm just trying out different looks. Just that looks good. The helmet fits on him really nicely. I do like that. I kind of like that better. It looks too much like a ninja with that on. I vote the helmet. Let's see how far that thing went. I do like these plate carriers. Let's see. Let's put the Joe logo one on there. Maybe not. Oh, it goes in there. So this is kind of it's soft rubber. There he is with all that stuff on there. I gotta say he is kind of impressive. The paint on this guy looks really nice. The camo, and it is 1, 2, 3. It's like 4 color camo. It's got some almost like a dark maroon or something up there too. Same thing all over. I think this was Firefly's body. Is that right? Is that what we determined? One thing that's not great with this guy are the hands. He does not have a trigger finger, and I have seen people say they take an X-Acto and they cut that, and I hate doing stuff like that to my figures. I don't like carving them up or cutting them up or modifying them or anything like that. If I'm going to try and make some kind of custom, I'm going to buy an extra one, but when it's one that I'm not sure. So because he does not have the trigger finger, he holds his weapons funny. And so this set of hands does have trigger finger cutouts. I did not notice that. That looks like that's almost supposed to, but it just didn't get separated at the factory. Yeah, I guess it's there. It's just not. It looks like the plastic is not, there's not enough of a cut there for him to get his weapons in his hand and finger on the trigger. So this thing back here, because it's like it. You put that thing on there to do pictures, you better put it back in the baggie after you get the pictures, because it don't take much for it to fall off. Backpack does fit on him nicely with all of this web gear if you don't have anything plugged into the back on his webbing. So let's go ahead and check out the other head on him. Maybe. Man, that one don't want to go on, does it? I'm crushing the neck peg. That one does not want to go on there at all. Let's see if we can get this one back on. That one goes on nice. Why is this one being difficult? Alright, I'm going to go heat this head up real quick. Alright, just got through heating this literally right here. I brought the hairdryer in here. Okay, it went on not as much of a satisfying pop as the other head does. So this one fits a little snugger. Don't look quite right there though, does he? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. These hands, man. Popping these hands on and off. Yep, there goes that. Oh, wow. Changed the light and everything. All right, there we go. I don't like stopping it to have to do that, but honestly, I'm tired of sitting here fooling with this dude, so I want to go ahead and go ahead and show off everything. So this moving him around, all of this little stuff, anything that's on the side, this stuff just falls off. So he's warm now because I heated him up. So I got it there. We got his matching hands on there. This is more of a, probably, that's just trying to get that in there, that created stress on the handle of that weapon. These, just trying to bend it in there. So this one, even though this one does have a little bit more of a trigger finger, so even just trying to bend those out a little bit, I'm already seeing a stress on there. Trying to do this without heating anything else up, but man, it just don't want to go in there. Yeah, let's get the hair dryer again. All right, let's see if a second or two under the hair dryer will work. This finger, like these hands are not good at all. I will get this in his hand. I might break this gun in half and rip off a finger like it's the thumb or something, like it's the 3 3/4 days again. But I tell you what, holding him under the hair dryer for just a second, just to heat up the parts that I've heated up, does really loosen this guy up. He is a little bit loose when you do that. So I'm not a huge fan, still not a huge fan of these guys, but I do like him better than I like the Action Recon Diver. I'm still kind of wanting to get him. There we go. We'll get him to stand on one foot. He's doing the hokey pokey. So he does have all your standard stuff, and he's, look at that. Now I did just heat him up. So full disclosure, I did just warm all of this up a little bit. He is a little bit loose, I must say. I'm not a big fan of that. He's not as loose as a couple other people that I have seen do reviews on this guy, but he's not, his joints and stuff are not super tight. Let's see if I can get this one in there while the hand is still heated up. Oh, there goes the ammo box I didn't want to knock out. But you see how that bends on that buttstock, just trying to get it in there. You're not going to get much of a firing position, much of a two-handed position. That's about how all the butterfly joints are going to do. So there's no way, especially with this plate carrier on here, that you are getting that guy to hold that weapon. You may be able to mess around with it and get this hand somewhere underneath it. It's probably not going to get him into much of a two-handed shooting pose. You can probably get this hand on the box magazine, but there you go. It's already starting to pop out there. So, yeah, I mean, he's all right. Like, if these action dudes are not really your cup of tea, skip them. If you got to have everything, obviously pick them up. You're going to if you're a completist. But I don't know if I'm going to get any more of these guys. I've been saying that. It was my original thoughts on them when I saw them. I wasn't going to get them. And I wanted to give them a chance, and I wanted to give this guy a chance because I really do like him. But I'm not overly impressed. The paint really looks good on this guy. The camo looks really nice. But the rest of it, he comes with a ton of accessories, but he's just not a very great figure. Now, if you got a bunch of them and you're doing a action pose with the squad or something, and you can have a bunch of different looks. You can make one of them the leader. That would be okay, but man, I don't think these guys are going to hold up to taking them out and playing with them and stuff, like outside doing pictures. Even that handle down there, trying to get his hands around it. I don't know, man. And like I said, I bought this set for this 50 cal. That's the main reason I got him, even though, I think the guy looks pretty cool, but I really wanted this in classified scale. So he's not, there's no way that this guy is going to look decent firing this thing. The tripod does not set up high enough. Yeah, so that's what you're dealing with. This is better than the one that comes with the vamp. So I need a classified size bottle of milk, so I can just have this dude like he's just sitting there on the floor like he doesn't know what to do, drinking some milk. Get him some milk. I'm not even gonna fool with it. So you guys know about what you're looking at with what it can do and what it can't do. I don't know how I'm going to even position this dude, because I'm going to have to slice his trigger fingers to get him to hold something without bending the hands completely up. He's not going to hold this thing. And it doesn't come with another, wait a minute. Yeah, it does. That's what this is. Saying, I was thinking I saw somebody say it come with the pistol grip. There we go. Now I know what that is. So you can have him hold this way. Pull the tripod off. I'm moving my whole setup here, trying to get this review on this guy done. You may be able to finagle this around and get him to hold this. I think you can probably get this in there. This gun is pretty dang flimsy, so that don't look too bad right there with him. So I don't know. Him and Roadblock might have to share this thing. So let me put the helmet back on him, because I think that's my look for this dude right here. I like that. To me, that looks like maybe they just got caught in a surprise ambush or something. And he threw his helmet on and already had his dashiki on and his rain poncho and Blue Oyster Club dress. And he just grabbed that thing off the tripod and ran out into battle. I think that's probably how he's going to sit on the shelf for me. What do you guys think? Do you guys have this figure? I know I'm one of the last people that collects classified to get this thing. So I see a lot of love for this figure. And other than the different ways that you can put stuff on him and just look at him, why? I've seen people that have ordered 10 of these things. I'm not even kidding. On the classified, some of the group pages for Joe's. Oh no, that might not go back. Oh, went back on better that time. So yeah, so he's running into battle. Gonna have his dog tags swinging where he's moving. That looks pretty good right there. But why is there so much love for this? This is not a very good figure. It's a good looking figure, but I don't just always set mine on a shelf. You see all my figures back behind me on the shelf, but I take them off and I move them around, and I do pictures with them, and sometimes I'll just sit right here at this table, and I don't always set stuff up, but I'll sit right here where I am doing reviews, and I'll get a couple figures, and I'm 8 years old again for 5 or 10 minutes. That's how I try to keep my imagination going and remember good times. And one of these times with this dude is going to be like when you got a figure that you wasn't sure about and you opened it up and broke both his thumbs off. That's what this is. But he looks pretty good like that. This has gone on way longer than I wanted it to for this figure. I'm serious, you guys. I can't help it. So what do y'all think? We're just gonna leave him down there. That might be the thumbnail. What do you guys think about this guy? Do you like him better than him, or vice versa? Do you not like either one of them? They're not impressing me other than throwing a bunch of accessories, most of which we've already seen in a package, which I get it. They got to make their money and that's how they do it. But it's like they picked some of the worst parts of a figure and threw them in a like a Yahtzee cup and dumped them out and then put it together. That's kind of what it seems like with these guys. So what do y'all think about them? Seriously, I want to know because I don't get the hype. GI Joe 60th Anniversary Action Soldier Infantry is going to get a 3.5 from me. He's slightly above. Don't even get this figure. If you got a purpose for him, pick him up. If you don't, he is a definite pass. So, guys, I appreciate it sticking through this for the 10,000th review you've probably looked at on this guy. Let me know what you think. I will see you guys next time on 3-Star Draw. There he goes. Carl, damn it.